Did we not?
I'm so sorry, everyone.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
We had a whole conversation, and that was the show.
Yep. Hold on just a sec. Oh, why, hello, everyone, and welcome to The Sensible Sociopath, episode 130.
130?
Where it's 130, Dan.
Oh, it is. Well,
Yeah.
I'm early.
We've made too many episodes. That's the problem.
Oh, my goodness. Too many?
Margot, too late.
Too late.
Sarah, too late. We already fixed it.
We fixed it.
Yeah.
We fixed it. You guys are behind.
Yeah.
That was then. This
Exactly.
is the pleasant.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is episode 130. I'm Stephen Paul. That's SuperFanDan.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you for joining us on the radio internet broadcast.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, is that what podcast stands for?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Oh, well, I figured the letters were a little off.
Yeah, I made this without thinking at all about what it was.
Beautiful.
That's all the good things in life. You just go head first into it.
For you, Roma, that's what she said.
So, Dan, I know this will be completely original. You've never heard this before, but this is the show where the future and the past collide into a gift we call the now.
The now.
The now.
The
Yep.
now.
And
Wow.
I think that's a famous saying. Someone said it.
Yeah, somebody definitely said it. You know who I think it was?
Rocky? Balboa?
SP.
SP?
It was SP.
That's right. Let's see. Salvador.
Patchouli.
Yeah, Salvador Patchouli, notorious acid painter and Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
Fan.
And he just went to town, and he wasn't exactly the most pleasant smelling man. I mean,
No.
not everybody's a fan of patchouli.
They never are.
No, they never are.
Okay, so everyone, we need watchers and we need listeners, so I want you to smash the like button because it boosts us in the algorithm.
Yes.
I need you to shoot that share-o to your friends and coworkers when the algorithm doesn't cooperate with us. And I also need you to subscribe and follow us on any platform that you happen to be on. And that'd really help out the show. And we'd love it.
Absolutely.
That's right.
I don't want to sound needy,
Mhm.
but we need people.
That's right. More people. Better people. All right. Easy
Excuse
there.
me.
Easy
Right
there,
on.
buckaroo.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, so Dan, today's we're gonna go full of topics. You like topics?
Full of topics?
Full. We're
I
gonna go
like topics.
full on hardcore topics.
Hardcore topics.
Yes. Now, early on in the year, we started discussing what we were going to do with kind of with this year, with this show.
Yeah.
We were talking about being the first pro cast.
We are.
Yeah, we're a pro, lots of things cast.
Absolutely.
And one of those is self-improvement.
Oh, indeed.
You know, like every time people come around me, they're like, oh, is this Joe Rogan? He's got his own podcast and he's all about improving himself and being awesome. I'm like, yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much,
Kind
yeah.
of.
Yeah, Joe Rogan wants to hide in disguise.
Mhm.
He's on the Sensible Sociopath.
He drives a German car. I drive a German car. He does martial arts. I did for a few years.
Yeah, similarities.
Very
Come on.
much parallel, really. Parallel
Absolutely.
beings.
You cannot, you can't make that perpendicular.
Except I'm taller than him. I don't like to say it. I never like to say it.
He needs the lifts.
Yeah. So, Dan, today we're going to talk about a little self-improvement stuff and like this big thing that I've been doing, which has been really exciting. And I think you'll probably have a lot of questions. And I think that the fans will, and our people in the chat will also probably have a lot of questions.
Was that penis enlargement? Did you finally convert?
It's very similar. It's very similar.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So it's like penis enlargement for your head. So
Oh,
Yeah.
well, okay. I won't assume anymore.
Let me just shout out the people who are hanging out in the chat.
By all means. Who do we have today, Steve?
We got Sarah. We got Stephanie. We got Mal, Steve, Margot, and everybody. Oh, Margot likes patchouli.
Well,
Just throwing that in.
Good for Marco.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's gotta. I mean, he's popular somewhere.
Yeah. All right. So,
And hello to everyone in the chat. Thank you
Yes.
for joining us.
thank you for joining us, and you're going to have fun today. Now,
You damn right.
yes. So, Dan, I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't have the strongest head of hair.
What?
I know. It's
That's-
shocking.
I just thought it was an amber halo. I mean, I wasn't really
Mhm.
concerned about it. You don't question the great things too much.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
do, just not too much.
Are you talking about the way the light reflects off my head in the back?
No.
Well, so Dan, sometimes when you're in your late 20s, you'll start to lose some of the hair that you were born with. Well, you maybe weren't born with it, but you developed it after you were born because a lot of babies don't have hair when you first come in.
You mean like waxing?
Kind of. It's sort of like that, only more related to like genetics and that sort of thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
all right.
I want to override my genetics.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all about that evolution, baby.
Exactly. So I'm trying to change the fiber of my being, I guess would be the best way to put it. So when I was about, I think I was about 27 or so, which
Okay.
seems to be the age that everything happened to me because I talked to, or my girlfriend at the time had taken a picture of me working on her car, and I was like, wow, you can see a lot, a good amount of scalp. I was like, am I going bald? And she's like, oh yeah. And I was like,
What? Why didn't you say something?
I said that to every fucking person in my life.
Oh my
I was
god!
I was like, why didn't anyone mention that my hair is going away?
Because
and
I
here's-
can't look at the back of my head.
Absolutely. And I went to one of the things that you'll notice is when you put your head back on the back of the bathtub, it will feel cold.
Oh,
So you never feel that when you have a full head of hair.
That's the telltale. Okay. Okay.
So I knew that there was something, I kind of knew there was something wrong. And also I'd get a little like sun sensitivity.
Little extra air conditioning and a little more of a sunspot going on.
It would just be, if I walked around without a hat on during the summer, but I'm also very fair skinned.
You don't need a hat, Steve,
Why?
because you're beautiful.
Well, I know.
You
but
can't block the halo. I'm telling you.
I'm trying to keep the sun off my face so I don't ever get a wrinkle.
Oh
Yeah.
well, okay.
Unless I'm doing a role like for TVs and movies. But then I would think they would have to use some kind of expensive CGI probably to age me like they reverse with De Niro.
Yeah.
A lot of people say I'm the reverse De Niro.
They do. They
Mhm.
do. I'm hearing that. At
Yeah.
least they dropped that Elon Musk bullshit.
Yeah, they also say I look like Elon Musk,
Well,
which
they
is
can,
fine.
Oh, well, that means that people owe you money.
I'm fine with being a somewhat handsome autist.
Just tell them where's my money,
With my wife Shusha,
right?
or whatever her name is.
And your child Frank, that's spelled like 7 letters and an ampersand
Exactly.
and at least 2 numbers.
Hashtag. Yeah. So that's when I began my journey to replace my genetics with the genetics of someone who doesn't go bald, like a Greek person. So I started off with Minoxidil, right?
Okay.
Which is Rogaine.
Oh.
Over the counter. You can get it at Costco. I used to be a Costco member. I've
Okay.
quit that now. But
Well,
if you listen to the previous episodes, I'm sure I've complained about Costco and how it's gone down in history, or gone down in value
at least once.
at least once, I'm sure.
At least.
So I started off with the Minoxidil, and then you discover the Minoxidil foam, which is like the Rogaine foam, because original Minoxidil is like a lot of like propylene glycol and stuff, basically the same stuff that you vape.
Okay.
Except it's but it's got like a greasiness to it.
Oh.
And you're supposed to use it in the morning, and I'm like, so your hair's just greasy all day? Yeah.
What is this, the 50s?
Kind of, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And then you already have like not great hair, so you're putting this like weighty grease in it, and then like you look like a maniac.
You look like gravity is just getting the better of you all day.
You would look like Robert De Niro in Cape Fear.
Okay.
You remember his hair?
Oh, yeah. No,
Mhm.
that makes sense.
When he's doing the dips in prison.
Oh, geez, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I started the Minoxidil, and as you know, I've had the high testosterone level. Like it's been weird, like up and down. Well, testosterone makes you go bald.
Oh,
It's a byproduct of it does. So I'm sure like if you already have the propensity for it, and then you have high testosterone levels, it'll make you go bald
interesting.
faster.
Is that why most bodybuilders have no hair?
I mean, like body hair, because they definitely don't have body hair.
No, they just
I never thought about it.
they
Dan.
just lift that off, and it
Mhm.
just
Mm-hmm.
just sloughs right off.
Also, swimmers. Swimmers must have testosterone.
They must.
Also, twinks.
Oh yeah, they've got the most
Twinks must have high
of
testosterone.
all of them. They've
Yeah.
got the most.
So the next thing that I did was there's this thing called finasteride. So finasteride is a pill that is for prostate cancer, and it helps lower that that bad testosterone.
Oh, okay. So there's good testosterone and there's bad testosterone.
It's a
Like
byproduct.
cholesterol?
I guess, kind of. It's a byproduct.
Okay.
So, anyways, I need to start my treatment.
Oh,
Hold
perfect.
on just a sec.
Doing this on air.
What?
What? Wait. Whoa. Wait. Where'd you go? Oh my goodness.
Dan, I'm right here.
Oh, jeez.
Dan, I'm
See?
under this hat.
Everyone, do you not see the glow? The
I
glow
mean-
is there.
It's just a regular helmet.
Well, I'm.
I don't. Should I get the eyebrows? Because they've been getting a little more out of hand lately. So I don't know if it's because of the lasers.
I think it's just your naturalness.
Mm-hmm. That my eyebrows are finally coming in.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So the finasteride pill, I started it a couple years ago,
Okay.
and it seems to pretty much have stopped all the loss. Now, there's also derm rolling, which is those have you ever seen those little spiky roller things? And it like punches like microscopic holes into your skin.
No. So you're
Yeah.
aerating your own skin?
Absolutely. It's like aeration, but
So-
what it's
Are you just like clearing out pores or making new ones?
I think what it is that you're damaging the skin, and you do it at different depths. So if you have like wrinkles or like age spots or acne scars, you can use it for that. But if you use a deeper one, you can use it on your scalp and basically just like get the stimulants to like get the growth stimulants. So there's these
Okay.
things. There's this science stuff, and there's things like
Science.
there's things like cytokines and like local hormones. So you've got like
Okay.
your systemic hormones,
Right.
but then you also have ones that are locally like cellular sort of level. So like when you have like a cut, that more like healing resources will go there. Exactly. So when you have damage locally, it'll it's kind of like an allergic reaction. You have an allergic reaction in a very small area.
Okay.
Unless you have it throughout your body, of course.
Right.
So basically, I think the derm rollers are supposed to like build collagen and elastin and all the kind of stuff that degrades as you get older.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a growth hormone, like shooting up growth hormone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, the derm roller, it's a pain in the ass though, because here you are using this little roller guy. Sarah, are they called twinks because they're cream filled like Twinkies?
Yes.
That's a very
Yes,
apt-
Sarah.
Yeah.
That is very, very true.
Sarah, I don't get it. I hope that's not crass humor.
Butt sex.
Let's see. Sarah also says, Steve's losing his hair and Dan's gaining it. I'm guessing she's referring to your back.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Yeah. Okay.
It's gotta be.
I'm sure it's luxurious, like a fur rug.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
The dog loves it.
Women find it irresistible.
Yeah.
The dog loves it. Mal's wanting my derm roller, and
She wants your derm roller.
and then that's a pink.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Get it?
Yeah.
Twinkies.
Yeah. Cream filled.
And then Stephanie's, I think she wants me to foil cap my helmet. just to be safe.
Oh yeah, you definitely gotta.
Yeah.
Can't let that get away.
That way the aliens can't capture my thoughts.
Well,
You know.
they'd be winning in the universe if they did.
Yeah. So I, and I'm kind of a do-it-yourselfer.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
I
for
like
sure.
I like DIY things. So one of the and one of those is for health care. Like why do you need someone to treat your genital herpes when you could just do it yourself?
Absolutely.
You get bed bug spray and you get one of those laser pointers and a magnifying glass. You're set.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So if you need,
Write this down, people.
Yeah. Also, you can take out your own tonsils
Oh,
with some tin snips.
oh, I have tin snips.
Yeah.
And bad tonsils. This is perfect.
Yes.
So what do you recommend for a sedative?
Well, here's the problem is that you're going to swallow a lot of blood.
Okay.
And so
Does that mean I'm going to be a vampire?
You're going to get the first one out, and then anything you've taken for pain is going to wash right out, probably because of the blood vomiting.
Oh, okay.
It's a little thing called hematoemesis.
So should I boof it then?
I would recommend that you put things in your butt, and also when you're removing your tonsils. So, yeah, I think so. You do want to get it nice and deep in there. So just make sure that you use something. You want something taut, but that can also snake around. So Japanese, they use eels.
Okay.
So an eel
Okay.
is a good option. Also, if you have like a Stretch Armstrong, you
Oh,
could sort of use
perfect.
something like that.
He's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, something else I was thinking is, because my previous method, which did not do me any justice, was
Mhm.
to just take some garrote wire
Mm-hmm.
and tie it around the tonsil,
Mm-hmm.
and then tie that to a door handle
Mm-hmm.
and just pull it taut, and then slam the door shut.
Mm-hmm.
And all that did was make it so that I couldn't talk for about 2 days.
Wow.
Just 2.
And I mean, look, and then the problem is that with that, you might lose your tonsil, and then what do you get from the tonsil fairy?
Yeah, because they don't give you anything if you have just one under
Mhm.
your pillow. And you can't be crying because then they can't get any traction
Mm-hmm.
because the tears are just lubricant.
That's true. Those sick fucking tonsil fairies.
Yeah. So
Getting
how
off.
long do you have to have that on you?
What?
The helmet.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Okay.
To guard, against the hair fairies.
Yeah.
Sorry, the hair gremlins. My bad. Sorry, fairies. That's my bad. It's the hair gremlins. I
Mhm.
apologize.
Mhm.
Don't cancel us.
Yeah. So well, let me start by what this is.
Okay.
Now, I went into my primary care physician.
Okay.
Okay. He's a doctor.
Oh.
Yes. And I said to him, I said, hey, I've heard about this thing where you inject stuff into your head, and he's like, all right. And I'm like, is it good stuff? And he's like, well, I was going to do it but he was going to do it for joints, like tennis elbow and stuff like that. Like
Oh, okay.
more kind of physical therapy stuff, I guess.
Yeah, like masturbation wrist.
I mean, now that you mention it, #clinical trial.
Yeah. See, there you go. We're innovators.
Exactly.
Innovators in 2022.
Absolutely. So what he said was, though, he said, you should get this helmet. He said, because it is a good helmet. And I said, okay. But the problem with it is it's $900.
Oh,
So it's something called the Theradome.
the Theradome, you say?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, the Theradome is, you can put it on a payment plan, but basically what I researched was exactly what it was, which was laser diodes. So they're basically LEDs, but they emit like a laser.
Okay.
And then there's also LEDs in there. Now, a lot of this I feel like is bullshit
Oh, of course.
because you always see things and they're like, oh, rub this LED on your face and it does good stuff.
Is it like Ron Popeil? Was he the one advertising it?
No, but there are a few other ones. There's like a comb that has it on there.
Oh,
So I started doing some research into it.
all right.
And I found out that like Theradome, I kind of figured out what it was. And then I looked into the specs of it and saw like the wavelength of light. So they said it was 680 nanometers of wavelength. So it's a very red light, as you
Okay.
can see.
Yeah.
And and so with the Theradome, using it for, I guess, 3 months or like 2 months, all of the hair loss stops. And then like 2 to 4 months, you get new growth.
Oh,
And then 4 to 6 months is when you actually see like
results.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So like, pretty fairly dramatic improvement. So I'm like, cool. $900 is a lot of money though.
Yeah.
You could put it on a payment plan, but
Do you really want to be making payments on your hair
I mean, is it worth it or
other
not?
than a haircut?
Well, and Mal had asked me about it, and she's like, "Is it really like worth it to like do all this stuff?" And I said, "Well, it's my hair's never been my greatest asset. Even when before it started going away, it was always just like not thick and luxurious like
Right.
like-
Right.
like
You
I
know,
deserve."
It's unfortunately Bass Ackwards from Little Sleepy.
Yeah, he definitely has a lot of hair. But I don't think that there's an easier way to put yourself in a category of I've given up or I'm old or I'm not a sex symbol anymore than just going bald, and not, uh, you know.
You will always be a sex symbol, Steve.
Well, I know.
Never question that.
Yeah. But I guess just to me, that would be like, oh, it's over. Like, if you got like the horseshoe shit going on,
Yeah.
you might as well
Yeah.
just call it.
Just put it in the towel,
Mm-hmm.
throw it right back out, because you're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
So I decided what I would do is search Scour China,
Okay.
because I feel like the $900 Theradome is probably just the guts of something else put into a fancier package, which is exactly what I found.
Oh, okay.
So for $100,
Well, how was the flight?
well, it came on its own. I would imagine a ship, probably,
Oh.
or perhaps a flight.
Well, I was asking because generally when you've got to scour China,
Mm-hmm.
you've got to take a flight there,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to go through all of those seedy little shops and the whatnot to
Mhm.
find that one wizard
Yeah,
who doesn't want to admit that he's a wizard, and he has that one thing hidden in the back that you're looking for.
it's true. He's got a Fu Manchu mustache and like
Oh,
some
yeah.
jades,
Oh yeah,
Some-
there's a monkey somewhere,
jade rocks sitting around.
incense burning, or that's his lunch.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways, I purchased it. It runs for 20 minutes. So you just charge it up. It's got a battery in it.
Oh,
It's also got a microphone and a camera, which is weird.
is it disposable? Is it disposable batteries, or is it just one of those that you just like plug in and it charges?
So you plug it in and charge it, and then I think you can replace the battery eventually. So once the battery is like
Because
done.
after a while, it's not going to work for 20 minutes. It's only going to go for like 20 seconds.
maybe, I don't know.
Depends on the deterioration of the battery life.
Yeah. Yeah. So so I got this at 1/9 of the price of
Fantastic.
absolutely, and I love a good deal.
Oh, absolutely. That's a hell of a good deal.
So we got some comments. So Sarah says it's like Thunderdome for your head, referring to the Theradome.
That makes sense.
Also, bald men are sexy. Have you seen Mr. Clean lately? Is a mop lady's house is for a reason. A bucket and a mop. Yeah. So the so you do this like every 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
you know, pretty easy. Do it after you get out of the shower. But I wanted more.
Yeah.
And so it was interesting. I started looking into what PRP is and what it does. And so PRP would be protein-rich plasma.
Oh.
So and so you have Steve's like, microphone and camera? I was just kidding. Just because it came from China. I assume and they're listening and watching to the podcast right now.
Yeah. I mean, that's how we got our Chinese viewers.
Yeah, we've got like 1 billion something listeners right now.
Mandatory watchers.
Exactly. Yeah. Wouldn't that be awesome if we were sponsored by the Communist Party in China? That'd be great. They'd be forced to listen to us. So
sensible sociopath.
Yeah.
Sensible sociopath.
We would be a war cry.
Watch out, America.
So, yeah, death to America. You know, we'd get to Iran eventually.
God. Oh yeah, no, we totally get there.
So, so protein-rich plasma. So if you look at blood is actually a connective tissue.
Is it?
Yeah. And
I thought it was a liquid that vampires drink.
It is also that, a delicious beverage.
Okay.
So PRP is the plasma portion because there's red blood cells, there's white blood cells, and then the PRP has platelets in it. So platelet-rich plasma.
Is that the red portion of the blood?
That's
or is that
everything.
the blue portion of the blood?
It's the it is the yellow straw-colored portion of the blood.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I started with,
because I think that, you know, there's somewhere out there, it might have been a myth about the fact that, you know, once upon a time there was the belief that blood is actually blue.
Yes.
Until it oxygenates. And I've never seen any blue blood come out of a human. They've talked about having blue blood.
Tom Selleck.
Does he have blue blood?
The TV show, yeah, called Blue Bloods.
Oh.
Yeah, I think
it's the mustache, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they shut it down when you know, the whole Blue Lives Matter stuff probably came out.
Blue Man Group finally got their justice.
That's true.
I'm so happy. Maybe we'll actually hear a word from them, even if it's just.
No, I think they would keep their mouth shut. They're on the wrong side of history.
Jesus.
So, okay. So blood is a connective tissue. And what I ended up doing, and Mal helped me with this.
Oh, well, that's very helpful of her.
Is first thing you do is you order some vials like a what is it? Phlebotomist, you know, when they draw your blood at the lab.
Okay.
And if you look in the little bottom of it there, it's got a little bit of gel.
Oh.
And so that gel is more dense, or I think, no, less dense than your red blood cells. And so what you do is you draw up, and we ended up drawing up 6 of these. Okay, so full of blood.
Did you use paint or did you use ink to draw them up?
No.
Oh.
We used a little needle kit.
Oh, so it was like a tattoo.
Sort of.
Well, you were
have you
talking
ever been
about
to a doctor?
you were talking about drawing, so I was just going with that.
Drawing needle, yeah, okay.
Oh,
I gotcha. But yeah, you got a little butterfly needle, and then your little thing that goes on it, and then, you know, pop it in there.
Oh, perfect.
So yeah, so that wasn't too bad.
Oh, all right.
You know, you just stick yourself once, and then pop in 6 different of the vials, and fill those up.
Okay.
Now here's the part that stinks. Is you have to swing this thing around a lot to get those red blood cells to separate.
You mean not everyone has a centrifuge in their house?
Oh, that's interesting that you mentioned that.
Hey, sweet rice cooker, bro.
Yeah, this is a centrifuge, and
I didn't know Fisher Price made a centrifuge.
It's Fisher Scientific, but yeah, probably a similar company.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I got it for $65. It's like a $400 centrifuge. You can use this. Apparently, you can spin down your semen to make sure you have a boy. So if you need semen spun down, let me know, Dan.
You got it. I will keep you informed, good
That's
sir.
right.
So it's not all about the genetic lottery, people.
Exactly.
You just got to spin that semen down.
Exactly. So you get the 6 tubes, you put them in there, you spin them down for like 4 minutes a piece at like somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 RPMs.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty fast.
Yeah. I mean, cars only rev up to about 4 or 6.
It's
average
good bandwidth.
you know?
Yeah.
For your redlining.
Sarah says, Steve, your hobbies are getting weird. Yeah. Would you believe that 2 of my girlfriends have called me eccentric at one point or another in my life?
I don't understand.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Well, look at me now, you sluts.
You're the most normal guy ever.
Yeah.
Jeez. What a bunch of uptight bitches.
Exactly. Mal's agreeing, of course. On their side as usual. So,
better watch out for that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
ooh,
your light's gone.
Yep, my easy bake is done.
Oh,
see? Oh, I wish I would have had a fake wig.
Missed opportunity.
You could have distracted everyone. I would have put a wig on and then.
God. You know, we'll time this out better next time.
Yeah.
Time it out better next time.
Hashtag regrets.
Yeah.
So, once you spin it down, then you need to extract that sweet, sweet PRP nectar.
Ooh. Now, don't get addicted, Steve.
Mm-hmm. Which is why you want a nice long needle. And actually, it doesn't need to be exactly this long. I got an 1.5-inch needle. But you want to, because the the plasma is only like kind of the top third.
Okay.
And then there's the gel, and then below that's all the red blood cells.
Well, they did always say that the white stuff likes to go right on top.
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly, I didn't see a layer of white blood cells, but there should be. Maybe I just didn't spin it down enough or something.
Maybe not. Missed opportunity. Learning lessons.
Yep. So what they say is that you should have a layer of like light colored, straw colored at the top, which is platelet poor.
Okay.
So PPP plasma. And then the platelet rich plasma would be, right in the middle, and then the red blood cells below that. I didn't really see a big difference between the two, and maybe it just didn't spin down enough, or
maybe not, or you didn't get that PPP loan.
It's true, yeah. So what I did was using a 1 cc syringe with the lure lock so that it connects.
Oh, okay.
You draw it up with this guy.
All right.
And then once you have 6 of those, because you have 6, tubes.
Yeah, everybody's got 6 tubes.
Mm-hmm. Then you use a nice short, like 1/2-inch needle with I think it's a 27 gauge.
Ooh.
Something like that.
All right.
Yeah, it's a 27 gauge. Right? Everything's great so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, then, Dan, you put your head down on a towel on a table, and then you have your girlfriend Mal inject probably, let's see, she was given like there, there's 10 lines in there, 1 mLs. And I think she was going about 0.7 or 0.07. And so it was like,
oh man,
maybe 15 injections per.
For once, she was shooting the protein into your head.
That is a very interesting
multiple times
observation. Yes.
Way to go, Mal.
Mm-hmm.
Switching it up. That's what we're talking about here.
Yeah. So, it wasn't great.
That's what they usually say.
Mm-hmm.
It's never really that great, at least the first 10 times.
Well, and so your scalp is pretty sensitive to repeated injections.
Okay. Are you shooting in the same spot? Or are you trying to get it all over?
So you shoot like just like a few millimeters apart. So like maybe
Oh.
maybe like 3/8 of an inch.
Okay.
And so you're basically just covering a whole grid pattern. So God bless Mal, she ride or die.
So did she like have to draw like she like copy graph paper on your head?
I don't think so. I think the bleeding probably let her know
Oh,
where things were before. So
good
she could,
old bleeding.
yeah.
Brought to you by blood.
She
The
so
inexcusable evidence.
I basically just told her to kind of focus on the areas where it was kind of thinning out a little bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean some of it was just painful. But
And
thankfully
imagine that people do that, but with ink.
I mean, that's true. I mean, I've got tattoos, so it was definitely worse than a tattoo. So a tattoo feels like a bad sunburn. This was like making my face red and sweat. This was making my body sweat. Sort of.
You mean
sort of
like when
pain.
we had the Pocky chip? Or
yeah,
not, or
I mean,
as bad or not as bad?
it was pretty rough.
But it was rough.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I don't know if there's more that is done at a like a clinical place, like a doctor's office, but
Well, I imagine they've already got the grid pattern like projected onto your scalp, and then they're just shooting it all in at the same time.
I don't think so.
No?
I saw one where they were doing it and they said don't use any local anesthetic. So
Oh,
we didn't.
just going in dry.
hmm
Woo!
Well, because if you, I mean, what are you gonna inject? Novocaine all over someone's head just to inject them again? Like the Novocaine burns. So
Bite the pillow. We're going to town on your head.
the Novocaine probably burns more than your own plasma.
Yeah, probably.
So, so I think it's just something you have to put up with. Anyways, I wanted to show some kind of results because people are probably thinking,
Perfect. Let's see these results.
that I'm crazy and handsome.
I mean, I thought that from the moment I met you.
That's right.
Wow.
All right, hang
It
on,
even
hang
changed
on.
your hair color. Look at that.
Yeah. So if you see here, both intergender, but there's some pretty interesting ones here. So yeah, I mean, I'd say I'm sort of like this, a little lighter hair color version. But,
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
The Hugh Jackman.
yeah, there's some pretty. I mean, like this guy. I don't know about this 1 month review. How did he
Yeah.
go from that to that?
He colored it in.
I don't know.
He colored it in.
Yeah, but I've got something like that. I keep my hair nice and short. Yeah, so I imagine I'm gonna
All
have
right.
some pretty good results. And thankfully, I started like the finasteride and stuff before, I think it got too advanced because I still have like hair everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just thinned out
Right.
quite a bit.
Right.
So I'm excited for it. Yeah, yeah, pretty excited. So
Well, did you take a before picture?
I did. I've taken a few just because, like, with the derm roller and doing all that stuff. I mean,
Because you've got to put it on the website
well, I mean,
when you get there.
I guess I don't know exactly where, but
Or the Patreon.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just throw the story up there.
Oh, by the way, I made Mal drink a bottle of champagne before she gave me the injections, just so she wouldn't be nervous.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hope she didn't giggle too much.
No,
That'd have been terrible.
no, she was very professional.
Oh, good.
She
Steady
was,
hands.
Yeah, I think so. Yep. Yeah, actually, pretty remarkably, because like when she first started, it was like poke, 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 and by the end, she's just like dunk, 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 dunk.
All
So it
right.
was just like a constant pain, burning, like
Okay,
like
just spreading,
slow wave across the head.
spreading like the burn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she even did some like in the
Okay.
area here. So
Yeah.
so hopefully it'll take hold. One of the disappointing things is that I thought I only needed it every 3 months. And when I was doing the research for the show here, Turns out it's every month for 3 months.
Oh,
Sorry.
every month for 3 months?
I hadn't told Mal that yet.
Wow, you're like a porn star.
I mean, it's
75 movies. All that protein.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
right on your head.
It's gonna be it's a little rough. Oh, but here's the thing: is so we did it 2 days before Valentine's Day.
That's love.
Yeah, and right now, just yesterday, it started getting pretty itchy.
Oh, well, itchy generally means that something's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, it's healing.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or something needs to be cured.
Yeah. Well, and I think I haven't had any
no adverse effects.
I mean, it's right out of your own body. So as long as you don't and
hey, you're not going down the street to get Hobo Jim's protein.
Well, I mean, look, if
it works for Hobo Jim,
yeah, if it helped. So there's a couple different ways you can disinfect or whatever.
Okay.
So of course I took a shower beforehand. And
that's just courtesy.
Yeah. And I was thinking, there's this thing, it's called ChloraPrep. And what it is there's a little handle in here with like two little wings.
Uh-huh.
And when you pop that wing, it breaks a little vial of this stuff used for surgery.
Oh.
And actually, the interesting thing is that this also has a dye in it so that it shows where it's been cleaned.
Oh,
for a surgeon.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Is it the purple?
Not like iodine, but similar. It's a similar tint to it.
Okay.
Yeah, reddish orange. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, how's she going to be able to do that with your hair being red?
Yeah, that's part. Hey, that's part of the consideration. And then also there was, we just ended up using just plain alcohol wipes.
All right.
Seems to.
As long as that doesn't kill the hair.
I don't think so. Because I think it's just going to come back like strong as hell.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So I'm hoping.
Well, you look great, Steve.
Thanks.
You look amazing.
We've also been fasting, so I've lost like 7 pounds or
something. Good.
Like that. Yeah.
Hey.
Trying to be less fat.
Oh, all right.
That's
at least you didn't lose the funny. Nope.
Hasn't.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Let's see. So. Okay. So.
I'm sure there's a flood of comments.
Yes. So Mal was talking about, she's the one that was talking about the baby gender with the centrifuge. So, okay. Mal said it wasn't great, that I said it wasn't great, but she had a good time. She wants me to get some topical lidocaine. Yes. And the needles are going to get dull with the more and more sticks you do. So, Good comment, Margot. So I got extra of the small ones, and we were switching them out like 3 times on each of these. So she'd give me like, 5 or 6 injections and then change it, and then 5 or 6 injections and then change it.
All these needles and vials and the whatnot, you definitely need to make sure that when you're grabbing the protein from Hobo Jim, you don't let him in your house.
He loves needles.
Yeah. No, see, that's what I'm saying.
That's part of the reason he's there.
Yeah. At least he has his own needles.
Mm-hmm. Steve says eccentric or Mensa. Yeah, that I need topical anesthetic. Yeah, it was, and I don't know if the new needle helped an extreme amount, but I'm sure it did, just so that it wasn't so, so painful. And Mal said it was only about an hour, which I think is true.
That's good.
Drawing the blood.
So if the whole process only takes an hour, being a dad, that's your whole life.
It's true. Yep. So you just throw the semen out and then inject yourself with PRP.
Right.
But then you're so sexy, probably a lot more likely to have a kid.
So true.
Double-edged sword.
It's double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm.
Penis colored.
Yeah. So I'm super excited. I think between, and these are just the PRP injection photos, or they might be using the light therapy too, but they generally kind of keep them separate. But when you're looking at the like National Institute of Health, which does all the studies and crap on clinical trials and things on things like the helmets, light therapy, PRP for hair growth or whatever, the like the subjective the people's satisfaction with the level of hair growth and stuff, it's like,
Right.
98% are satisfied with it or better, or like thrilled. And they were saying that what they'll do is they'll tattoo a little spot on your head, and then they'll do the therapy for however long, and they'll take these like images that are a centimeter by a centimeter, and they know exactly what spot it was because of the tattoo, and it will, I think it's like somewhere between like 50% to like 300% more hair, and
Oh, wow.
and the hairs that are there are even thicker,
Bushier.
thicker diameter. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So we'll see.
It's going to be really awkward when you're going for the homemade Merkin.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably make them for people though.
Yeah, no, see, that's what I'm saying. You're growing Merkins for people.
If you don't know what a Merkin is, you got to go back to episode.
Oh, definitely episode like early
15,
on.
something
like that.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
It's been a while.
Yes. Throwback.
Mm-hmm.
No, it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
It all sounds pretty legit. I mean, there's science.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Fisher.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say price, but it says Fisher Scientific.
Mm-hmm.
So it's no easy bake.
It's true.
Which is good. And if you're actually seeing results, by all means, that's fantastic.
My barber said he felt like he could see some difference. I mean, I've been doing the laser helmet since pretty much New Year's. So for 2 months now, something
Good.
Yeah. So I don't think there's enough for like anything crazy to be going on yet, but
Not yet.
We'll see.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean the real really in by this summer. So we'll see. So, what's it? Maybe 5 more months. And so if we do 4 episodes for 5 months, so by episode 150,
Okay.
we should see a difference.
Fantastic. We'll have that before and after.
I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely have it.
Beautiful.
I'll just have to try to like recreate it because I mean it's basically just a bathroom picture, like one of these.
Hey, girls are pros at all angles,
Mm-hmm.
so I wouldn't worry about that. You've got a down ass bitch, so she will help you out with that.
Mm-hmm. You'll have to give her a bottle of champagne though.
Yeah, she'll take all kinds of pictures. Some of them you won't want on the internet.
That's right. Unless my hair looks really good.
Yeah, see, if your hair looks good.
Yeah. Is there any way you can get my dong and my cowlick in the same picture?
They'll figure it out. By
That's
God,
right.
they'll figure it out.
If this laser jockstrap I'm wearing right now works out, then you'll definitely be able to get my dong in there.
You see, for the Merkin, we're also going for the butt crack coverage.
Mhm.
So you can actually see the laser growth.
I was talking about the lasers growing my penis.
Oh.
You see?
Oh.
To get like the back of your head.
Yeah. Nope. Perfect.
Anyways.
Perfect.
Yeah, so a little bit of and like the centrifuge, yeah. Got it for like $65. Of course, spent, maybe like $100 on like needles and just different things. So that I could, do it multiple times because obviously.
Pay attention, Joe Rogan. We're here to help. We've got your number.
Well, and so I guess you do every month for 3 months, and then every 3 to 4 months for 2 years.
Okay.
For the injection. So, I mean, if you think about it, that's not that long. It's really not that many injections. Probably just a few thousand.
Yeah.
That all hurt pretty good.
Oh, anybody stumbling on this podcast just now.
It's only 3.
Are they talking about porn? What the hell's going on, that poor girl?
Well, and we do I was wondering about things that would like dull the pain. So we've got
Like a hammer?
that could work. Yeah. Probably would give me CTE.
Yeah.
Closed traumatic. I don't know what it is. Brain damage.
Right.
Which I mean worked out for Aaron Hernandez, but
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
I mean, that's where I know it from.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'll just end up hanging yourself.
I mean, and being gay with a guy, so
Yeah, you just got to be
Man.
creative.
yeah, exactly.
You got to be creative.
Mm-hmm. And so there's the topical lidocaine that you can use. You can just get the cream or whatever at the store.
Just and then just rub it on.
Yeah, but then I don't know.
Then you
just
got to
all
like
that,
lick it off your hands, and then your tongue goes numb.
I guess. Or the other thing would be like a freezing spray. So I know they do that sometimes for
Like
injections.
warts?
Basically, yeah. That or if you use the canned air,
Yeah.
if you turn it upside down, it basically shoots liquid nitrogen out.
Oh.
Yeah, and so you can use that to freeze things. Like insects and locks on doors and things like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Stop paying attention, Hobo Jim.
Yeah. But I do believe that it's not commonly used, but they'll use that in medical, settings for like, giving people injections or whatever. If they, I don't think most medical providers put up with a patient that won't take a needle, but
Yeah. That's when the hammer comes in.
well, and just think of how much longer that process would be if she's giving me like 100 injections and has to spray cold spray on each one. Yeah.
I'm doing this all at once.
I mean, well, yeah, basically like how many could you get done and then spray again and then get done and then spray again. Yeah, and Sarah says you could just end up freezing off the good hair.
Yeah.
And then it'll grow back twice as strong. Get rid of those weak, shitty hairs.
Yeah, fuck those shitty hairs.
Yeah. But I don't know, because my grandpa on my mom's side was, had kind of this similar places he was losing hair.
Well, they say it comes from the mother.
Yeah. And I think his progressed as he got older. So he wasn't like bald, but he definitely was, had the male pattern. He still had like the hair in the middle sort of thing.
It's interesting that they call it the male pattern baldness when it's the mom who passes it down.
Well,
should be the mom pattern baldness.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't dictate that the mom is bald.
Yeah.
But it's through the motherly pattern of genetics that you are actually getting the baldness gene.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, it is mother pattern baldness.
You're saying it's mom's fault? Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Well, she should have spun down that semen,
and
made sure she had
that's
girls.
true. No, she just spun up the semen.
Mm-hmm.
Because you say you spin it down, and that's where the boys come from.
I think the boys float to the top, and then,
Oh, so you just get that, you just get it in there good and deep, and then you pull it out. Okay. Yeah. All right. No, that makes sense.
Because you don't want to pass on the bald gene.
Or the ones that are chilling in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys they'll never be winners.
Yeah.
They didn't make it to the top. They didn't chill down at the bottom. They just kind of loafed around the middle.
That's where all the intergenders came from.
Yeah, well,
they're just hanging out in the middle.
That's very possible. They just couldn't decide.
Can't make up a choice.
Nope. Nope. So you know what?
No direction in life.
No direction.
You think they own a centrifuge? Probably
no,
not.
Probably not. No.
And I doubt they ever will.
Yeah, they are definitely their own people.
You've got to make some strong choices in life before you get a centrifuge.
Oh, 100%.
But really, it's one of those things where it's like, you don't brag about it, but people know.
It's like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Got a centrifuge.
Exactly.
You got one? I'll show you mine.
You like that salsa? It's been whirled at 3,300 RPMs.
Spun it good.
See how it's not watery?
Yeah. Yeah, muddle my mojitos. I centrifuge those fuckers.
Exactly. Yeah. I used an Erlenmeyer Flask and a Bunsen burner
You damn right.
to make this au jus. I can't remember what an Erlenmeyer Flask is, but I'm pretty sure it's a thing.
It's sound.
Mm-hmm.
It's sound.
So, yeah. So basically, I'm shooting lasers into my head. We are injecting all sorts of shit out of my blood into my head, and by episode 150, we will see if it's true or not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I look forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to that luxurious hair that's going to make Roma jealous.
Well, we'll see. Well, Roma's got a good hair.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
So she would be.
She'd be jealous of your hair with how luxurious it's going to be by 150.
Well, I mean, look, it's not a contest. I just want to be better looking than everyone.
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. It puts you on top.
Exactly. Yeah. So, another thing. Do you remember our episode where we were talking about Freddie Mercury's teeth?
Yes.
Okay. And do you remember how adamant Roma was that Freddie Mercury didn't have bad teeth?
Yes.
Okay. So, do you also remember the rhinoceros joke by a young lady named Ferret Face?
Yes.
From the last episode. So, that young ferret-faced girl had discovered music. And so she was
really?
Yeah, so she was listening to things like Queen and or like The Police, and she ended up watching Queen.
Oh, perfect.
And Mal happened to be in the room, and what did Mal say? But that she mentioned, "Oh, those poor teeth." And I said, "What?" She said, "Oh, Freddie Mercury has got terrible teeth," because she was watching the video. I can't remember what video it was, but it wasn't like "We Are the Champions." It was another one of their hits, but it was
like "We Will Rock." No, that is
no,
no. Like
it was either
Radio Gaga.
I don't know. I think it was either it was either
Love of My Life,
Bohemian Rhapsody, or there was the one that was I can't think of it. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. I don't know. If Mal was paying attention.
You're talking about Mr. Fahrenheit.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's Mr. Fahrenheit.
Okay. Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe it was. I'm just saying maybe it was.
Okay.
But I feel, Yeah.
Yeah, it took me a second, but I will always remember that song, not just because I have a love for Queen, but also because of Shaun of the Dead.
Okay.
When they're in a bar and they're beating
a pub.
Sorry, excuse me.
Jesus Christ.
They're in the pub.
Yeah.
And they have a zombie coming into the pub, and the only thing that they've got to take down the zombie is billiard cues. So they're just sitting there as Mr. Fahrenheit's playing in the background, just backing him on the head. Just the whole time, to the beat, just whack, whack, whack. It's fantastic. Great scene, great movie.
It's a very energetic song, and Queen's known for their energetic songs.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. Not an easy one to... You definitely appreciate, Freddie Mercury, I think, when you listen to a song like that. It may not be Bohemian Rhapsody or...
No, Fat Bottom Girls, come on now.
Yeah. Was that a Queen song?
Oh, yeah. Fat Bottom Girls? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I guess so.
Down by the Firelight.
Yeah, I guess I just never thought of it as a Queen song whenever I heard it.
Totally is.
Interesting. Why do you know so much about Queen, Dan? All right. You've been collecting protein?
Well, we're leaving that alone, but you got a pretty good head of hair.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's surprisingly luxurious for a man of your advanced age.
It's finally coming in.
Yeah. You've just been rubbing it into your face for...
I'm not going to tell you how I get the protein.
All right. I mean,
I don't have a centrifuge.
Ask not yet ye be judged. I don't know. Let me see. So Dan, there's been a okay, well I wanted to show you this because I didn't know this was a thing.
I love when you show me stuff, Steve.
Yeah, but
It educates me.
Apparently it is. So
that looks like a Pokeball.
So apparently there are these things that are they're like cold smokers. And so basically they're like smoke guns that you use to infuse liquids and food with smoke.
What?
Yeah, and I haven't really, so basically it's kind of like a I don't know if it's like a hipster thing, but yeah, like you would I don't know. I don't know what the exact usage of it is. Yeah, so like using it for bourbon.
Okay. Is that how you get scotch?
Maybe.
I don't know. It looks a little suspect to me.
Yeah, but I think you basically just like percolate the whatever it is. So like,
hey, look, somebody was using a vaporizer for their weed into their alcohol.
Okay, so here we go. Like this, where it's just got like a little, fish bowl or something, and then you pour and you burn. I don't see the how useful it would be because there is, like wouldn't your place just be smoky? And once it's smoky, how would you even like, would you drink it then or would you save it for later? Because when you're around a campfire and you smell like campfire and you don't smell the campfire till you go home the next day or whatever. I think it's kind of like that. Like you wouldn't even taste the smoke because your environment would be full of the damn smoke.
Yeah. And then, you wouldn't even know whether or not it was good.
Yeah.
Because by the time you woke up from the smoke-induced inhalation, you'd have passed out.
Yeah.
And by the time the smoke clears, you wouldn't even know what it tasted like.
And how goddamn fancy are they that they have to have a smoked drink?
Fucking hipster bastards. What the fuck?
I mean, like, all right, a smoked otter pop sounds
good.
Run
into your burning building like a normal person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah.
That's how you get your smoke.
Exactly. No, you it's like homeless guys, Jerry or whoever it was.
Yeah, Hobo Jim.
Yeah, Hobo Jim. He's, you're standing in front of a burning barrel.
Yeah, I mean, like you get it there.
Yeah, that's you think he needs his infused? No.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, he just puts it right on the edge, lifts it up about 2 feet.
Homeless Jim lives on the edge.
He is the edge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The
and
wrestler
I'm not talking,
from the 90s.
I'm not. Yeah. Well, that is what happened to him.
Okay, gotcha.
Because it's definitely not the edge from you too.
Yeah. Oh, yes. There you go. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess if you're a fan of ours and you want to send us a smoke infuser, we don't want the one that's on sale. We want the most expensive one. So
yeah, you get that shit high price because we are fancy.
Exactly. That's right. Okay. So Sarah says she has a smoked old fashioned and it was amazing. They served it under a dome filled with smoke. Huh. That is interesting.
Well,
yeah. I mean, look, I'm not against it.
That seems like a lot of work for very little payoff.
Okay, so here's a glass smoking box. I mean, sure, it looks nice now, but after you smoke a few things, it's probably pretty dingy in there.
Oh, yeah. What? Jeez.
I mean, like, sure, I'll put beef jerky in there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, beyond that, I don't know. I mean, maybe there's a whole thing of life I'm missing out on. I mean, I have a centrifuge. I don't know if I mentioned that.
No. You have a centrifuge?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I ever mentioned that on the air.
No.
Well, I mean, if you want to talk about it, we can later.
All right. We'll devote an episode to nothing but the centrifuge.
Exactly. So Mal says, back to Freddie Mercury's teeth, it's absolutely the video for Bohemian Rhapsody when he's playing the piano and the camera's zooming in on his face. Those teeth are a really big old mess. Yep.
Are you talking about Is that when he's just sitting like at a piano and he's got the long hair, or is this when he's in the tank top and he's at the We Are the World uh big concert that they went to,
Mm-hmm.
and he's got like the sparked armband?
Let's see. Oh, that's probably him right there. Is he wearing the striped shirt?
Or the one that I'm talking about is the one all the way over there. Yeah, that one.
He's got some nice lats.
I missed that one.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, well, Roma and I went through. There we go. Roma's
Well,
like,
the
he has
perfect
great
set of teeth.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
Yeah, see, there it is. There it is. He's got the armband.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Roma's full of shit is all I'm trying to say.
There's proof.
Damn it.
That's okay.
Roma Romerica Rifkin.
Has shoulders been retired?
Definitely had a head injury.
Has shoulders been retarded?
Oh my god.
Okay, so,
Oh.
Dan,
Yes.
we need to start a business.
Okay.
You know how, okay, so I have a jar.
Perfect. That's a great start.
What should we put in this jar to make, let's say, $200,000?
$200,000.
And we can sell more than one, so you don't have to make it all on one jar.
Wasp honey.
Wasp honey is
There's
an excellent idea.
There's plenty of it.
Mm-hmm.
They come around every year, even when you don't want them to.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
And you just got to agitate them enough to just. We could put them in the centrifuge and separate out the honey.
That is very true. Dan, I think you're pretty fucking smart.
That's perfect.
That's why you're on the show.
We're in a market now.
So, okay, well, as you can see, this one's a little steamy, you know.
Okay. I'll forgive it this time.
So, guess what's in there?
I'm going to say
That will make us $200,000.
Did you figure out how to jar air?
Similar. It's forced air. It's farts.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Laughs for everyone.
Yes. But
definitely bring tears.
Mm-hmm. And
it's refillable.
There's a young lady, Stephanie Matto. She is the oops. Oh, what the hell did I just do?
I don't know.
Okay. So she is on the 90 Day Fiancé, which is where you meet like a person that lives in another country, or you like met them online or whatever. And then basically you've just got to get them a green card, you know, so like they're your fiance and you get married. So, she is,
whoa.
Yeah. I was saving that. That's the good part. She is a very attractive lady, and she has her own website, which I'm sure has only wholesome material on it.
Oh, 100%.
She takes a tasteful picture, and she has made $200,000 selling her farts in jars.
I thought it was from pictures of her tasty cakes.
No, that's separate money though.
Oh,
yeah, that's a separate thing. Okay. So the $200,000. It's been how much would you pay for a fart jar? By someone you really liked.
Oh,
so let's say it was Freddie Mercury or Goku.
Well, okay, if it's Goku, those are going to be really beefy, if not a lot of pork.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, but it's not the quality; it's the time spent. It's the
I'd have to go with 500 zenny, 500,000 zenny. I've got to say it.
Is that some sort of cryptocurrency? Is that a token?
That's the Dragon Ball currency.
Oh, okay. And what's the equivalent? Is it a stable market, or is it up and down?
It's very stable.
Okay.
super stable.
And so how much would how many American dollars would 500 zenny?
500,000 zen.
Oh, 500,000.
That'd be about 50,000, I think.
Wow, 50,000 US dollars?
50,000, I think. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Whole other universe. So
I
the
guess.
conversion rate's got to be at least
I guess, yeah. So she only sells them for a mere steal. She did. Now they're more
Okay.
valuable.
All right.
But she did $50 a piece.
Wow.
Yeah. So for $50 a piece, you could get probably your favorite person, get a jar of her farts.
Holy cow.
And, something else comes with that. Yeah, she's super cute. Mm-hmm.
Is it her tasty cakes? Because I'm still waiting to see how her baking skills are.
Yeah. She, okay. Oh, so the part I didn't tell you is she was recently, she quit the game.
Oh,
She's out.
She's out.
She's out the game.
Okay.
So she's out the fart jar game. I got that fart jar game.
I got that fart jar
Yeah.
game. No, I'm on my way out.
Yeah. So one reason she is out of the fart jar game is she apparently started having some gastrointestinal issues, and
Were they no longer just farts?
That would be funny.
Shart jars. People
She-
didn't appreciate that market as much.
So, looks like Smucker's hot fudge.
This is not what I thought it was. It's not what I thought it was.
You just pour it all over your ice cream, and it's the last of the ice cream.
Oh,
There's
God.
no more ice cream, and you just poured Stephanie Motto's shit all over your ice cream. Yes.
No wonder she got into the game.
Yeah. So she actually went to the hospital and was like tested for like heart attack or stroke
And COVID?
because she was so probably COVID related. So she ended up going to the emergency room, and it was just turned out to be gas. So, which I appreciate, because she was previously she had the same thing happen. I don't think she went to the emergency room, but because she was eating so much fiber, like so many fiber bars, so that she could produce all these farts for her fans that were, people need those.
Right.
You can't just quit.
No.
Yeah.
People get addicted.
Well, and you buy one $50 jar. How long is that going to last you? How long does peanut butter last? Depends on how big
Depends
your
on
dog is.
how hungry every.
If you didn't hear that, I said depends on how big your dog is. That's crass. Sarah. So she makes some cute TikToks. Would you like to see one?
I'll play. Let's.
So me checking in with my colon after a whole day of making fart jars for customers. I'm all right, is what her colon said. But then here you go. So Dan, this is why you're doing it. This is what the $50 is for. Okay.
Okay.
So she looks very, very nice here, right?
Yeah.
So she says, me to my 100 customers who purchased fart jar NFTs, which are non-fungible tokens or fungible tokens, which is basically just fart jar crypto. So you didn't even buy a fart jar. You got a crypto.
Oh.
And that crypto can be associated with like an image or maybe a sound or like one of, I can't remember who it was, if it was U2 or somebody made an entire album, an NFT. And so like you own the album, but then everyone else gets it for free for some reason. But like you own it. So you get to say I own it. And I think they sold it for like $2 million or something.
That sounds like what Metallica's problem with, Napster was. They owned it, but everybody on Napster could listen to it for free.
If they would have made it an NFT, would be worth a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Well,
Now they're just worth a lot of money.
The NBA was doing this with like
Basketballs?
highlights. Yeah, basketball
Oh.
highlights. And so basically like Jordan shooting a hoop or something, or somebody dunking
Just
or
watching
whatever.
his tongue roll out of his head
Yeah.
and hit the floor.
But they would use but basically you would own that. It's like a GIF. You would own, or GIF. You would own that GIF for $1,000 or something.
Wow.
So people could appreciate it and you own it. I don't exactly know how it works, but it's a pretty interesting business. So it's like a collectible. It's like a sports or like a collector's card, but it's digital.
That
Yeah. But I mean, just think if like you could own
genius bastards.
your favorite DBZ scene or something, like if you could just own it. It's like you have more money than sense. So you just go, oh, I guess I own, I want this. It's mine.
I own this now.
Yeah, I get to tell all my friends, I own this. This is mine. You can watch it, but it's mine.
So you were saying.
Yeah, so this is what you're paying for.
Did it fucking taste good? Did it fucking taste good? Did you like it? Was it fucking appetizing?
Lovely woman.
I mean, if you're buying someone's farts, you're probably into that.
Yeah, you probably are.
Mm-hmm. She seems nice, really.
Yeah.
So, anyways, hot girl farting in jars and selling it. I think we should sell our own.
All right.
I mean, we can sell the wasp honey too, but which is a surprisingly good idea by you.
Yeah, I know. I'm not too smart all the time.
No, I would have never come up with that. So I think what we can do is maybe we can make liquor out of our farts and we can smoke it.
Hey,
We can make.
you are a goddamn genius. That's what this is all about.
We're back in the fart jar game.
Back in the fun drunk game.
Yeah. So I think we'll do. We'll use bee honey or sorry, wasp honey.
Yeah,
Because that'll give it its signature flavor.
absolutely.
Also our farts.
Yeah,
And also we'll smoke it.
it's perfect.
Maybe smoke. We could smoke hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have plenty.
Exactly.
You'll have plenty.
Exactly. Yeah, I think we're all over it. So back in the fart
That's
jar
what
game.
it all's been about.
Mhm.
Now it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. We should make a shirt that just says fart jar game.
We will eventually get this shirt game
Yeah.
down.
Well, I think it's that we need to really focus in on the stuff that makes us us. And I think fart jar game's one of those things. It
Fart
seems like
jar game is definitely one of those things.
I feel like that could stick around for a while, like maybe we could do an intro with fart jar game somewhere in it. Mm-hmm. If we get the right like hip hop beat down below,
just right towards the end of the intro. Back in the fart jar game.
I'm in the fart jar game.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, wow, that's the end of the show.
What?
That was crazy.
Already?
Um,
Well, Steve, I've got to tell you,
Mhm.
there's this wonderful place that you have introduced me to, and we
Mhm.
really need to tell the world about it. If you don't know, it is called TheSensibleSociopathPodcast.com, the whole word. That is right. TheSensibleSociopathPodcast.com. You can get your alpha, beta, male, female, intergender, non-gender, all the gender shirts, sweaters, socks, hairless or non-hairless shirts, socks, and mugs, Charlie Cat. We might also, just Charlie Cat. Charlie Cat mugs of several different colors. The legs come separate.
SenSocs,
SenSocs indeed, sir.
which can also be gloves.
We're working on pants.
Technically, they're just one-fingered gloves.
You know what? It's got to be the Sensible Sociopath podcast on the front and on the back of those pants. It's got to say fart jar game.
That's right. Yep. Got that deep fart jar game. I mean, really, the SenSocs are just mittens for people with no thumbs.
Yeah, no, legit. Keeps you warm.
Hashtag no thumbs.
But please like, subscribe, shoot the share it with everyone, share it with those you even don't like, sign them up, knock them out.
Yeah.
And
steal their phone.
Steal their phone.
Exactly. Sign them up.
Like, subscribe, share, get everyone.
And
Sensible Sociopath Podcast Nation.
We love you all. And yes, Margot, we will sell. She would like to buy a fart. It's like a vowel. It's like Jeopardy.
I'd like to buy a fart.
Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone. And
Good night, everybody.
Best podcast in the world.
The world would not be the same.
I like it.
No wonder my anxiety's so high.
Few people laughed. Few people cried.
Oh, what's in the box?
Most people were silent.
And that was it.
Now I am become death,
Sounds like a bad time.
the destroyer of worlds.
Yeah, so this doesn't seem like a great idea to me.
I suppose we all thought that, one way or another.
You didn't tell me any of that. That's crazy.
Well, Rama, when you're a hero, you don't tell everyone until you're on your podcast.
I'm about to hear some shit.
We all need to laugh.
I think just sitting down and, listening to...
The Sensible Sociopath. This is the shit you're supposed to be watching.
Gen X is going to love it. Millennials are going to be like, I'm offended.
You have offended me.
Also, my dog has a giant dick.
Oh my god, that's enormous.
I love it.
It's still a racist dog whistle.
Where you kind of have like a rotating cast of characters.
We're talking baby seals, eagles, wolves.
I'm just glad we're not going to have to eat with racism anymore.
It's worse than the butthole.
We're technically considered propaganda.
It is very contagious.
I think we really need to talk about environmentalism.
Like, are they studying pine cones?
Make yourself a nice stingray omelet. That's how Steve Irwin died. Cholesterol.
It's fucking delicious.
His father had ended up killing his mother and committing suicide.
In that order?
That's diabolical. I like it.
They had an apple gun where you could shoot Bigfoot.
Has she always been retarded?
I mean, she could have had a head injury.
You don't know anything about tartar sauce.
He had picked up a 400-pound statue and was like walking around with it.
Was the statue racist?
I'd like to think so.
It's like how they invented bacon and avocado to make a turkey sandwich tolerable.
I have a fear of fire.
Like a werewolf? Daniel, you've been our greatest viewer. Well, Daniel and Sarah and Katrina. Daniel!